Don't worry, it's not just this screen for half an hour. Welcome back to Kinlaig on Farming Simulator 25 Highlands Fishing. It's episode 7 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it's just gone 6 o'clock, nearly 6:15 in the evenings. I have, off camera, at least a couple of bits of equipment just to get some nitrogen up on the grass field. Now we've had all the thing going on. I've had so many people messaging me. Thank you to everybody, and it's the same thing I always say. Is everybody that messages me 100% certain of their facts, and they are 100% certain based upon whatever their situation is, however they're playing the game, whatever settings they've got on and that kind of thing. And the weird thing is, it seems to be across platforms and across... You can have two people playing on PlayStation and experiencing different things with the same settings, which I don't understand. It is a very bizarre situation. It can be mod conflicts. It can be all sorts of things that seem to be causing it. Anyway, so I said I've had people reaching out saying about using a weeder rather than using the roller. Someone messaged in the comments to say about the roller is supposed to be used after you put a crop in the ground. That's a roller. The roller I had and was using was a grassland roller. A standard roller is one of these. It used to be 5% bonus, so once you put your crop in the ground, if you roll the ground, that seed bed type thing, you've got a bonus for rolling after. Now, not all crops require it, but that's when you get a bonus for rolling. However, if we come down to our grassland care, which is here, the grassland care roller, which is also a roller, if you're doing grass work and you cut your grass, it takes you back one fertilising state. You use a roller, which requires no fertiliser, conditions the grass, in inverted commas, and gives you your second fertilising state back. But on precision farming, that doesn't work. So I thought, you know what, easiest thing to do. So if we come into here now, there, I leased that and that. I might buy those actually. I know I've used that before. That, I think I used a different spreader on the back. It's only £4. I say it's only £4. It's £4 until you add on the weed seeker and you add the pulse width modulation. So the weed seeker, if you're doing herbicide for your weeding, and the pulse width modulation, teeth in, that puts the price up to about £40. That being said, that gives you everything you need, and you think that's a lot of money. You could buy a different sprayer for that, but you can. But if I buy a different sprayer and then add on, like, that's £52, so you're up around that price. If I then put on the see and spray and the pulse width modulation, the price of that goes up to £100, so it doubles. So I might go down that route, because I think using liquid fertilizer and herbicides with concentrates and stuff is the way to go with precision farming. We are going to need a lime spreader, so I've been looking at some. I've got this one here that only does fertilizer, but I need to get a lime spreader, a cheap one, and it doesn't matter if I go backwards and forwards, I really don't mind. Or we just go for something like that, which is kind of what I've used before. I know that one only does fertilizer, but I'll have a look around at the brochures, because we are going to need to do some lime spreading. Am I going to make my own lime? Am I going to spend time making my own fertilizer? Potentially on this Let's Play, no. You know, either make the grassland care stuff work with precision farming, or allow you to, I don't know, whichever way round. But anyway, it's kind of done. I just thought I'd mention all of that. Clear up things, comments and stuff. You know, you have messages happen and whatnot. So, I wasn't lying about what I said at the end of the last episode after the onion fiasco. We went and spoke to Duncan at the bank, and Duncan said, no, you're absolutely right, you should be paid. Duncan wears many hats in the town. Duncan is local magistrate as well. Pretty cool. So anyway, he contacted the landowner. The landowner said, yes, of course, yes. We're down a little bit on what our yield was supposed to be, but that doesn't take away from the fact that, you know, MrSealyp did the work, so we've been paid. 233 grand, so we're back up to where we should have been with the contract being done. And I've said in the next episode, I'm just going to put up a sign saying "Gone Fishing." That sign will stay up for the entire episode. But no, I'm actually going to go and do a bit of fishing. It's sort of early-ish evening. It's not late evening. I'm going to grab the bicycle. I'm going to try and find a spot. A couple of people have mentioned some places. One of them I wasn't sure, because it mentioned a bridge, but there's a few bridges. One mentioned the old mill, so I might head down to the old mill. But I'm trying to work out actually what we need to do. Let's go onto the map and go to here. The old mill's there. How am I best getting to that? I need to be this side of the river. So I guess down past Bends, cross over the crossing there. Can we get down the side of the fields, around the back of there? I don't know. We'll head down there. We'll see if we can do a spot of fishing down by the old mill. What I'm going to do as well, I'm going to swap out from the oh dearie me, what's the word? Let's go into this. Yeah, I'm going to swap out from the Kinlaig farm account onto my account. I can go back to that. And because any fishing I do, I'm earning money. I'm trying to raise money to buy myself a Can-Am. Whether I'd end up using it for that or not, I don't know. And then we are going to do some other fishing. So as we move into September 2, we've got some other things we're going to be looking at doing. Also fishy related. Let's go this way. Let's see how this pans out. Oh, I was asked yesterday, when I did the charity live stream for the Country Trust on behalf of, and I mentioned the fact there was a video that I'd made when I was at Pemberton's farm, and I was going to show it live on the stream, and I completely forgot. I got so caught up in everything that was going on, and there was all sorts of things happening. It was just all a bit bonkers for hours, you know, and I never got a chance to play it. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to post it today. So that video maybe, I think it's going up at the moment. I think it is going up at the moment, or the time of me recording this. Whoa, mind LURKS. Oh crikey, that was something a bit different. Hey, there we go. What a beautiful place to spend a bit of time in the evening. Whoa, that's a bit muddy. Right, stop there, hop off. Now, do I just fish here? Do I fish down by the rocks? Do I go out? I don't think we can get out here. I did say, didn't I? I wondered whether or not there was a... It seemed like an interesting place. This... Oh, I just love this. It's so clever. There wasn't... Was there a collectible here? I said I wondered whether there might be. I don't think we can get up in there, can we? It seems an interesting location to have all this stuff going on, but then there be nothing here. You can't buy it or anything. It's just a pretty location. I mean, I'm not saying there's not a thing anyway. Maybe we need to be on the other side of the water. We'll try a couple of bits from here. But anyway, so what I need to do is switch over onto my my account. There we go. It might be it's a very specific location. That you have to be at a very specific point? I don't know. When I was at Nina and Brian's the other week, Nina was talking about this. I've had a few people say to me they're really struggling to catch anything. And because she plays on PC as well. She plays on both actually, PC and console. Everyone's been saying the same thing I have. It's that it's on or off, isn't it? An amazing trout. That's how I might move around. Oh, there's a little boat there. That's cool. Oh yeah, fish. Look, fish hotspot found. Top right. Way! Whoever it was that messaged me about this location, thank you. We found a hotspot. Now that might have come up before when I've been doing fishing, but I've been so focused on the rod and reel and the thing at the bottom, I haven't ever noticed it. We have found a fishing hotspot. Oh, that wasn't too bad. As soon as you let off. Come on. Oh, really? So, anyway. Whether it will stay a hot spot for long, I don't know. I'm going to do a little bit of fishing here, and then I will see you in the morning. Hopefully we've raised a bit of money. I think, what do I need for a Can-Am? 15 grand or so. It's going to take me a while. I mean, at the end of the day, I've done a little bit every now and again. Sometimes I've just been doing what I've been doing. Thought, you know what, I'm just going to take 5 minutes to myself. And that's the beauty of this. I know, like I say, there's still that, you know, a lot of people, it's not farming, is it? No, it's just an additional. It's just a little side game, a little side hustle you can play. Considering it's Highlands fishing, I guess that was kind of the point. And you don't have to touch it if you don't want to. It's just a nice little, you know. And I say sometimes I've just gone on and thought, you know what? I've been driving to wherever to pick something up or going to get some silage additive like I did, and I went down to the beach. Oh, what? Way! Hobby trash collector. You collected 5 trash items. £1,000? Cleaning things up. Cleaning the world up. Hey, you're up to 3,800. That's cool. I might move around actually. Okay, we're getting closer. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I just find it kind of like all those kind of jobs, kind of therapeutic. Really, it's just kind of nice, especially on a map like this when you've got beautiful locations. It's been quite interesting as well, seeing some comments and seeing people's reactions and talking to other content creators about the reaction from audiences and stuff on this generally. There are people that are just embracing it and saying, you know what, yeah, I'm gonna, like I've said, you know, people are very kind of, all the content creators are playing on this. Well, it's the latest thing, isn't it? It's the newest map, it's all the new equipment, machinery, it's all the new things you can do. Of course, why would you not want to try it out? But there are people that are, it's that kind of thing of, because it's new, because they don't, you know, it's that thing of, you know, sticking it to the man. You know, I'm not doing what giants say. Giants aren't telling anyone to do anything. You can pick and choose what you want to do. But people are almost deliberately staying away from it. Considering I found a hot spot, 2 bits of rubbish, then I did make a grand out of it. Yeah, fish hotspot found. Yeah, people are staying away from it for the same reason. It's like, I don't want to play on it. I don't want to do that. I want to do something else. And also, for me personally, I want to experience all the stuff that's on it. I want to have a go at all the things. That's why I did the onion harvest. Didn't work out the way I hoped it would. I had a message from, again, let me just double check. I'll double check in a minute. When I come to edit, hopefully I'll put names on if I can remember. Who was it messaged me to say they had messaged me about the onions and said about that rear bit of machinery not working properly. I am inundated with messages all the time, and the thing is, if it's a message that's relevant to something I'm doing at that moment, and sometimes the messages are quite fortuitous, I'll get a message about something I'm doing at that particular moment. Think, oh, that's brilliant, because that, you know, that really helps me with what I'm doing at the moment. Sometimes I get a message and go, oh, okay, that's cool, and then, you know, it might go, a week will go by, and I've completely forgotten. I completely forgot I got the message, you know. So apologies to, again, whoever it was. I'll try to remember and put it up on the screen. Anyway, I will see you in the morning. We're up to £4,000. That's good. We're making some progress. I mean, look at that. Look at that for a view. It's just not a beautiful place to spend an evening doing a bit of fishing. Wondrous. So while I'm out and about doing my fishing, I said I'd see you in the morning. It's just gone 7 o'clock. We're up to £5,800. I thought, you know what? Let's swim across the lighthouse island. We might find a little fishing spot. You know what I haven't been looking for either? I haven't been looking for any of the messages in bottles. I kind of, as I've been out and about doing stuff, I keep looking, thinking, oh, you never know. You might come across something. But I thought, you know what? It's a different view of everything, isn't it? Out here on the lighthouse island. And we've got another wreck out here. Look. Whoa, crikey. I wonder if there's anything down there. Is that a shopping trolley? Oh, the attention to detail. If it's not road cones, it's shopping trolleys. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll have a quick look. And then I might do a bit of fishing off of here. Oh, look at even like cobwebs on the... they've even gone Halloweeny on the... stuff there. Just thought I'd have a look. Like I say, I'm not sure there will be, but I haven't come across one yet. Not a single message in a bottle. Anyway. I'll check out the little wreck, but I'll do a bit of fishing while I'm here. Why not? How do I get down here without injuring myself? Oh, there we go. Love it. Love it. How do we actually get up on this? There's probably a way. Oops. That was not the cast I wanted to do. I wanted to hoon it. So it's September 2, it's just gone 7 o'clock in the morning. As you saw from a lot of the images, I was out and about till quite late. I was at my little fishing spot. We're back on the Kinlaig Farms account now. So, what are we going to be doing? The question is, I wonder if anyone's even bothered. Did I do enough fishing to raise enough money to get myself a Can-Am? That's the question. I think I might have done. But we've got a couple of things we need to do first. So when I put on the thing gone fishing, it's not a simple case of just gone fishing. We are going to be doing some fishy things. We've got this open area here. So I'm thinking we're putting the young stock breeding thing here. We need to buy some fish food. So that's a part of what the 200 grand was for. Then obviously doing that onion harvest actually paid pretty much for our Bailey Bowser, because that was 29, well 20, whatever it was, 29, something like that. Yeah, so we're going to need some food. Well, we don't necessarily have to, but we're going to get some fish food, put that in. And I think we're going to put in one of the fish ponds. That way we don't have to have the offshore, but we can do trout, can't we? Trout, not salmon, here. And we could still use that for fishing because it's an inland sort of fishing pond. So the plan is get those put in here, go down and get some fish food. I'm going to buy a plough, and I'll show you the plough I'm going to get as well, because I want to widen the grass field, and we're going to put some more grass in. And then we need to look at liming, because we've got all of our fields are going to need some pHing before I even look at doing anything with regard to crops and that kind of thing. So I guess what we're going to do is 95 grand for the fish stock. If we go into this menu and come down to pallets, we have to go down and collect these. So it's a lot of money in it. 2.6. If I recall, when I was doing my prep and stuff, we got through a lot of this. I mean, they're 2,000 each, I suppose. 4? Should we get 4? It's 10 grand. Wowzers. 8,000 litres. Now, when I mentioned about the fish food production, and wouldn't it be better if there was a smaller one, you know? Richard reached out to me and said, who is it? Who's working on one? BB Mods. BB Mods has a small fish food production in testing. So yeah, that's quite cool. Actually, while I was on that, I probably should have checked for those things. I said I was going to edit and put in earlier and completely forgot. It was Michael. It was Michael who messaged me and said about the onion contracts, having problems with the onion contracts. So if I forgot to put that on the editing earlier on, it was Michael. So I guess what we've got to do now is put these in. So if we go into, what am I going to here? Build mode, cross on our factory section to the new aquaculture. I'm going to put that in for 95 grand. I'm going to put it this way around, I think. We do that way around. Let's do it like that. Try and get level. 95,001. I'll go back as far as I can because otherwise it's going to start putting price up. Probably there's okay. I want to give myself plenty of room to the right to get into that barn. So I come that way a little bit. 95 grand on the nose. It's in. Awesome stuff. So that'll be that. And then we're going to put this in for 12 grand, a little fishing lake. But the problem I've got is it level enough? That's 12 grand. That's saying 15. So it's not, is it? I'm trying to think, is there anywhere else on our land that's flat enough? Why is that? So that's saying, can we raise and lower this? Place item. I'm just thinking, can we raise and lower it like you can do with the... It doesn't seem to matter. It's still saying a lot of money regardless. I'm just trying to... I was hoping for a flatter bit of land, but that's not going to... Yeah, as soon as you start moving over, it's got to do some extra building. So whether or not it's cheaper for me to level the land out, so maybe use the levelling mod, level the land out, then smooth it at the edge, then place it for 12 grand, than it is for paying 15 grand and it doing something that I'm not expecting. But I want to put a pond in. That's kind of the point. I mean, how about up on here? How flat is this up here? It doesn't seem to matter. Mind you, that's not flat either. It looks like it's flat, but it's not. Areas restricted. I wonder if that price is wrong, you know. It doesn't seem to matter where I try and put it. Oh, that's not my field. Yeah. Okay, well that's in at least. So what we'll do a little bit of landscaping around this. We're going to need to... I did put the right way around, didn't I? Let's open at the back as well. It does. So they're empty at the moment. It is just fish food, isn't it? Wasn't anything else required? Yeah, just fish food. And then what we can do is we can sell the young salmon, and the young trout can go into the other pond to get larger trout. And this is, again, this is what the diversification, the little bit of investment in the farm, say a little bit, 95 grand's not a little bit of investment, but if we can put that pond in, that'd be fine. Right, so what do I need? Because there's not a telehandler down at the, or a telehandler, a forklift. I was thinking if we grabbed, I've parked this in here because the headache rack is just a little bit too tall for it to fit in the garage. We could take that down, but then I need to be able to load onto it with something, which means if I'm going to use the tractor with the front loader and forks, I might as well take the bale trailer down, I guess, and load the stuff onto the bale trailer. We don't have a small trailer, and then while we're down there, we'll switch to my account and see if we've got enough money to buy a Can-Am from fishing, which is cool. A couple of people have reached out about this, and we're up to 88 litres. I was on 65. The food's still in there. A lot of people are still saying it's not going anywhere with regard to it gets to a certain amount. People are trying different things. Nina said she's doing some testing, and she's removing the black Welsh and putting Steinbacks, and seeing if that'll trip it out and make it do something different. I don't know. It was mentioned as well when I did the video about doing the bridging over into the field, Omatana's method for fixing the problem, and some people had messaged and said, why don't you just place a new pen? It's a lot easier than mucking around doing all that. It's a valid point, but as far as the storyline goes, I haven't got enough money to... Oh, I didn't take the thing back. We didn't have enough money to take out the pen. Plus, that's already placed. It fits the gap perfectly. I'd have to have taken the animals out. Then, you know, to me, in all honesty, whether that would be considered easier or not, I just thought, you know, mow the grass. We've got some bales out of it as well. I think we've got 10 bales off there. And if that trips it out to make it work, then I think it was worth the time doing it, personally. But, again, that's just my own personal feeling. I think what we might do when we're down at the store is chat to the guys at the store and find out if it'd be possible if maybe we could sponsor one or something, or maybe if they could have a forklift put in. I know there's one down at the docks, but that's an absolute monster one. That's for moving shipping containers and stuff around. But I'm just wondering if that made life a little bit easier, wouldn't it? To be able to load stuff up down there. I want to take down the bale trailer so I can get the fish food and we can get that running. Then I'll look at the landscaping situation. What else was I going to buy? We were looking at a plough while we're down there. Actually, we can order that now. I'll show you the plough I'm talking about. So if we come up to here, this one I found, it should be in the description. This one here, the SP10M. The Unreal goes at 24 miles an hour. I'm not getting that one. I'm going to get a standard one. Oh no, hang on. Oh, flip. Flippity gibbets. That was a mistake. I thought, oh yeah, we'll get that. Will that fit both ways around? I wonder if I can do that one backwards. Will it work? It needs 320 horsepower. We haven't got 320 horsepower. We've got 150 horsepower. It's only for 4,200 as well. In all honesty, it's worth getting because, and you can add a function for mulcher, so you can have it as a mulcher as well. We'll leave the main colour as it is. Tines, I think I might go for. Oh, there is a metallic option. Oh, they're a bit much to that, and that. Go with metallics. We'll buy that for 4,200. We'll see how we get on. If not, then that can sit to one side until we've got enough money to get a bigger tractor with a bit more oomph. And then I'm still on this thing of, do I get these and then get some of the solution like we've done before, which works, and I'm happy doing that. I'm you know, getting concentrating, adding water to it. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Or do we do solid fertilizer, which is going to be far more expensive until I can. I mean, again, there are tons and tons of productions and things that will do it, but you've got to pay for the production first, and then there aren't many of them. There aren't many of them. There aren't many of them that don't require lots of things. Does that make sense? Most of them require lots of different things to work. I should have brought my bike down because I'm going to get rid of the bike. If I've got enough money to get the Can-Am, actually selling the bike could have probably added towards the money for the Can-Am, but hopefully I've got enough. I think for what I want to get with the tracks and stuff, I require about 15,000. I'm not getting the two-seater, I'm getting the single-seater. I'm not getting the side-by-side either, I'm just going to get the... And again, there are tons and tons of side-by-sides, little quad bikes, there's modded ones of all sorts out there. Could I get one a lot cheaper? Yes. Could I get one with more bells and whistles? Yes. Like I say, there are loads, but again, in the realms of this is all the new stuff added to game and wanting to experience as much of what I can on Kinlaig, I'm going to buy a Can-Am. Are there better ones out there, like companies wise? Yeah, probably, but again, I don't mind too much. You watch me being short by like 100. I'll have to go and get the bike anyway. That would be just about typical, wouldn't it? Just about typical. I still love the sound of this. I was looking at, there's the new RossN mods JCB, was it 3000? The 3000. I quite like the look of that. Again, it's got the older style still to it. Let's do that. Can I widen those? I can. I've got the rear weight on, so I can probably do 2 at a time here, maybe. I didn't even think about the plough not having enough horsepower. It didn't cross my mind. Oh, too high. Norse that up, didn't I? Oh, I got all of them. That wasn't my intention, but okay. Just drop that down a little bit. Going a bit further. Okay. I didn't think I'd get all 4. I think the front 2 might fall off, but if I can get them on the trailer... Yeah, it'd be pretty cool if there's a smaller one. Even if it requires the same stuff, it'll be a cheaper alternative to set up and run yourself rather than having to go and buy the big factory. Which I quite like the idea of. Take those out. I'm assuming this will fold up. Ah, so now's the point. Can we do this the wrong way round? Because often if you can plough the wrong way round, Oh, you can. Or you can lift it at least. Oh, that's quite cool. Was not expecting that. So potentially I could run it with the horsepower I've got. We can give that a try. Again, it's not how you should run it, but needs must and all that. Right. Strap those down. So let's swing past the store and let's switch over to our account and see if we've got enough of this Can-Am. I really hope so. All from doing a bit of fishing. And what's ironic about it is, well, not, I suppose, of the money that I've made, I think I'm up to 5,000. Is it 5,100 or 5,000? What did I end up with? Can't remember. 5, 6. Oh, anyway. 15,000, sorry. 6,000 of that was from fishing and collecting trash. Was all the rubbish and stuff. I mean, was it the first 5 items or 10? We got £1,000. We got that bonus a while back, and I thought, I wonder if you get that every time you do 5 or 10, whatever it was. I think we hit 20. Was that what the thing came out? We got £5,000 for bringing out 20 items of rubbish out of the water. So I don't know if that then does it go from 20 to then 50, 40? Is that a continual thing? I don't know. Someone messaged me a while back and said, oh, you can earn over $1 million just fishing. And I assume they meant with a fishing rod. Don't know. So, let's go into here. We'll have a look first. I think we're just inside the door here. And we're going to get, like I say, I need to be on my account first, but I need to double check the price. So we're going to get this one. That is cheaper. Yes, this one only has the 50 horsepower, but it still goes 37 miles an hour. This one has more horsepower if you want it, but then it's a double seat, that's why, but it costs a little bit more money. I don't want the snow plough or anything like that, so we are going to go for the single. Other than that, the rest of it's pretty much the same. No snow plough, will set up, I want the crawler tracks because I think it looks cool. EU, yes. Attachers, yes. Chainsaw holder, do I need it? I say 200. And I'm going to take the license plate off. So we're looking at 15,300 is what we need. Right. Have I got enough? That's the question. The answer is yes, by £300. 15,600. And when you consider we started doing our fishing yesterday evening, on, was it 2,800 we were on? 2,700? That's not bad going. So, let's get the options I said I was going to get. That off. Let's buy it. Then I'll bring the bike down. We can sell that. Any money you get from the bike. Awesome stuff. Right, what I'll do now is switch back over to the Kinlaig farm account. But we have got our Can-Am. All from doing fishing with a fishing rod. Awesome stuff. Okay, that should be around the side. I'll take those back up. At the end of the day, I mean, how much use is it going to be? Doesn't matter. About as much use as the bike, but I can, especially having a chainsaw holder, we can get a chainsaw. That way, if we get to any logging at any point, we can put the chainsaw in there. I don't think it even has tension straps on it. So, as far as it goes to its use, I just really wanted one. Right, let's pop that there. We'll come down to that later on. Oh, I was going to ask him about what do you call it? A forklift down here. That would make life easier, wouldn't it? If we had a forklift around the back there. The other thing as well, I suppose, that they could do with here, which they haven't got, and because you can't buy the land, I wouldn't be able to do anything about it anyway. They need a little loading ramp, really. There is a trailed one, isn't there? A loading ramp. Because I could have driven the Can-Am onto the back of this. I didn't go. This is just a bale trailer, not one with ramps. But anyway, let's get back up there, get this in, then look at my landscaping situation. Inside that building, something fishy lurks. Well, it will do. In a moment. Oh, I actually looked. There you go. There's our fish food in. Am I going to need more? Yeah, probably. Well, that's a good point. Did I need it? I don't think I need it on the other pond. Or maybe I do. Can't remember now. Seems like an age ago when I did all my testing and the videos on the fishing and that kind of stuff. Yeah, possibly. Let's get this at least running. It's going to get through this quite fast, isn't it? Which makes it quite an expensive proposition. Which means we need to be making enough money out the other end. I haven't even looked at the prices. Is it young or... Yeah. Young salmon 2283. Young trout 1284. So you've got to hope that we get quite a bit out of there, because we've paid what we paid for the fish food. At the end of the day, we're running the process. Does this have light? Do we have lighting in here? We've got vents. Yeah, there is lighting. Oh, there we go. Lights are on. Fish are going. Cool. Right, we're doing the thing now, and I've got to look at this and ask myself, as far as landscaping goes, like I say, this sort of stuff I don't often show. What's my rule? Always remember the rule. Come into your menu, come down, save your game. Because if it goes horribly wrong, you need to be able to change things. Actually, what we're going to do here first, let's have a look at our textures. There isn't really a... Is that a stony one? Dirt, maybe. Oh yeah, it's not too bad. There you go. Look. Use that one. Kind of fits in alright, doesn't it? Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit woo, a little bit way, a little bit and away we go. What I can do as well, if I need to, is I can put in a little gravel mark or something that shows me whereabouts the thing is, you know, the thing. Right, that's that. Do we need some more there? Potentially. Do we need it at the back? No, I think we're all right. Okay, so then we move to here, and we want level. Now, where do I level from? Here, I guess. Yeah, it's going to be quite expensive, isn't it? To level. And I need to work out how much room I'm going to need for that pond to go in. Bearing in mind, I can't have it right behind here. And then we'll do some... well, it's not too bad, I suppose. He says. God, it takes up the ground so quick, doesn't it? I don't know now. How big was it? Still. And it's still saying 15 regardless. It's not 12 grand, is it? $15,001. That's on a flat surface. So why is it saying 12 grand off to the left if it's 15? That's just... That's bang out of order, that is. That's naughty, that. So I need to come further this way. I think we're far enough out this way. Let's do that. Level. Again, come out of there. Come out a bit further that way. To a bit of landscapage. Then we'll have to do some smoothing. That's what we've got to be careful of here. Oh, it's come down a little bit lower. Still though, considering that it's completely smooth. It's still saying 14, not 12. Will I be able to smooth down the sides of it? Well, again, I've done my thing, so let's do that. It is placed. Now I've got a hope. Come down to here, and then we want soften. Soften our edges off. So blend it in with the surroundings, and we can do a bit of landscape work if we want to. That's cost, yeah. It's not liking it too much, is it? That's quite a steep. Still got a ridge there, isn't it? Probably should have come out further, couldn't I? If I go like that. Kind of raising the ground up a little bit around it. Okay, well, I'll finish off doing this. I mean, I suppose at the end of the day, if you were to dig this and make it like that, you might put a retaining wall or something in, mightn't you? But at least this way, that should all smooth out quite nicely. At the top. Oh, okay, that suddenly went whoosh. Do that across there. Yeah, that's all right, isn't it? And we can fish in that as well. So next step then is come across to there, come back to our gravel, our dirt. I don't necessarily want grass around it. We can have dirt right up to it, can't we? All the way around. And at the end of the day, we could put some trees around it if we wanted to. It's entirely up to us what we do. Put some more grass in around that, maybe at the bottom of it, but we'll do dirt up the top section. And then short grass. That'll do. I say we could maybe do a little bit more to that, but and then the trigger for this is there. Right, so there's our trout. So that's trout without fish food. Hang on. 12 to 8, or 12 and fish food to 9. We might as well just leave it on that and just let that run without fish food. So once we've got the small trout, put it in this pond. But again, this we can, if we want to, without there being anything in it. We can fish in it. Just pretend there's fish in it. But you can. I mean, you can't actually see fish swimming in any of the rivers and stuff around us. But we can fish in it. So if I wanted to just nip out the back, do a little bit of fishing, we can. Whoa, no, 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 no. So I guess the question now is, I'm going to go down and get that plough. Come on, be an absolute monster. Okay. I mean, we could do that for 10 minutes and probably put back most of the money we did for the landscaping. Yeah, that's got a real ridge on it there. I don't like that. So what I might do is, we've got some contracts we could do as well. There's a actually there was a ploughing one, wasn't there? Again, I'm not sure why I'm asking you whether you would necessarily know. Cultivating, deadwood, fertilising. There's a load of harvesting ones that pay out quite well, but require bits and bobs. I'm really dubious now. There's a ploughing one there. Can I? Yeah, it's a risk, isn't it? Field 26. We'll do our due diligence. Where's field 26? There's 20. Is that one there? So that's by the railway. If we go airborne, it's one of these, isn't it? That one. There's the road. There's the thing. no walls around it, so we can access it. So I think what we'll do is I'm going to make. I'll accept the contract. This is allowing for the fact I hope that we can use that plough backwards. It might not let me on a contract, mightn't it? Oh, this might be an absolute mess. But anyway, have we done fishing? Yes, we have. Have we put in a new fishery? Yes, we have. Have we put in a pond? Yes, we have. Have I got my Can-Am? Yes. Tick, tick, check, check. Happy days. Let me put this stuff away. We'll go down and grab the plough. We'll give that a go on the contract. So I'd rather just get that right, because that's niggling me a little bit. It doesn't quite. I mean, to be fair, we've got the wheat and the barley in there in storage. We could have just taken it and sold it. I just thought, again, I'm so in the habit of keep hold of it just in case, you know. Something might be available, something might come out, something you might think, actually, I really need to have wheat for this, or, you know, let's say, whatever it might be. And if I can plan around the edge of that field, and then we'll let's say we'll put grass in, make our grass bit a little bit bigger. I'm considering as well this patch here to the left, putting in, mind you, the open pastures. The pastures don't tend to work, do they? Some do. Have some dairy cows as well. That way my total mix ration stuff that I said I was going to do, we could be a little bit more profitable with that as well, potentially. Mind the sign! I shouldn't actually be driving down the main road on all-wheel drive. Should be front-wheel drive only. I don't make the rules! Generally speaking, I don't follow them either, but you know. Okay, so the money we earned from doing the ploughing contract took us up to, whatever it was, 105, 106, no, 100, yeah, something like that. So I've just spent some of that extending around our pond and then smoothing it, softening it again, so we haven't got that tight ridge. It's more of a slope down, so that looks a lot better now. So the plan is, like I say, if it works, I know we are in reverse, Allow create fields, drop it down. Yes, it will. Nice. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to extend our grass field. And then we'll have to do some, obviously, some extra work. With regard to, I can bring the soil sampler back out because it won't have the soil sample done for the new bit of the field. So we'll get that done. So we've got some data. At least that way we're maximising our the adjustability of our yield, because you know the grass is going to grow around the outside of it, but at least with doing it this way we can then alter that. I've got to watch out for rocks and things because there are some rocks around the edges here, but if I can go out as far as I can go, we can maximise our potential for grass. Make sure I stay on the edge here. I can always come back again, can't I? It'll be alright. Nice. And yeah, there's loads of grass available. We showed all the grass we can cut. I mean, I could do this actually where I said about putting in another cow pasture for dairy cows. We can plough up all that extra land where there's grass, just like meadow grass growing at the moment, and we could plant grass. Because that kind of would make sense. Are we going to need this much grass? I don't know, maybe. We've done the preliminary. Certainly doesn't hurt. Could I take out the fence and go close to the edge? Yeah, again, probably. Am I going to? No. Actually, let's just double check something. If we come back to here, so what should be showing now is yeah, so our soil sampling that we did only took in what we had originally, so this new bit around the outside, so we're going to have to redo that again, but I mean it covered the entire field anyway, so it's going to be 100 to send off an environmental score thing for that. And like I say, all of this here, I could cut all of that, redo it if I wanted to. I'm not sure I'm going to, because if I do decide to put an animal pen in, would that be the most... yeah, would it be worth me ploughing it, grassing it, and then going over that with an animal pen? Probably wouldn't make a lot of sense, would it? Now, let's come right out to here. Make sure we get all of it. So again, another episode, and I've achieved more than I was intending to. My kind of list of objectives was getting the Can-Am if I could. I wasn't sure how long that was going to take. And getting in our little fishery, getting that up and running to diversify, that was sort of the plan. And we've hit that. We've hit that target. This was an extra bit that I thought we'd add in, and this has worked as well. Just to make sure I haven't missed any bits, got too close to the trees. I think we're okay. So what I'm going to do now, hopefully the plough will break up this little bit of rock and stone there. Yeah, we're fine. Oops, a bit too close to the tree. I'm going to go and grab the soil sampler, do another soil sample. Then next episode, I need to be looking definitely at what we're going to do about our lime situation. Are we going to need to take on a couple of contracts potentially to pay for fertiliser, depending if I go for a solid fertiliser option or the liquid. I am really looking at the liquid option. Like I say, just because I know it works well. But definitely the lime situation. And then we need to get this seeded as a bare minimum. Do that and that. Store that away nice and neatly. While I'm taking this back, I can show you the... Actually, I'll decide where I'm going to put all this stuff. Just seems to be dotting things around all over the place. My cultivator is here, so it wouldn't make sense. Actually, I'll tell you what we can do. Do the same thing with this. If we put it sideways in the gap there. Perfect. Yes, if let's have a look at our slope. So rather than being a sharp edge to this now, all I did was just extend it out a little bit further and then smoothed it. So, I mean, it's a tiny little bit. Well, it's not too bad actually. I quite like that. It blends in more. It hasn't got that sudden whoop and then a sharp angle at the top. And again, saved it before I did it. Happy days! Let's go and get a soil sampler, get that done, and I will see you on the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this episode, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.